emphasis in PAUSD is often on school site autonomy. How are educators made accountable for using evidence-based best practices? What is the school board's role as you see it? And there are similar questions written on 4 cards. Thank you. Heidi.
So we've addressed this a couple of times throughout the forum tonight. I think there's a benefit to having school site innovations and school site development of best practices. Certainly there will be teachers who will be adapting the curriculum in better ways, who will be figuring out how to reach diverse learners in better ways, and we want to make sure we can capitalize on those and share those best practices across the district. I think it's imperative for the leaders at the schools to talk with their teachers and figure out which of these best practices are able to be pollinated not only throughout that school but throughout other schools as well in the district. And the principals address the board each year in the Single Plan for Student Achievement meetings, the SIPSA meetings that are actually coming up very soon, where they talk about best practices and what's going on at the individual site levels and share them with the other principals at the same level. So all the elementary principals will meet, all the middle school, all the 2 high school principals, and talk about what's going on at the individual school level and how we can spread those practices around. It's also beneficial to have grade level exchanges for teachers across the district as well. So that is something that I would encourage.
Camille.
Yes, let's talk about this again. Why not? It's a great topic. I really believe in a good balance of school and site-based innovation and bringing best practices across the district. There's no question that you need both to keep a school district vibrant. Some of our best classes have been created by exciting teachers who've been excited about things and have gone out of the way to find grants to create new classes and ways to do things. And the key then is, how do you take what someone then decides is the best practice and roll it across? And it is true. It's a combination of many ways we do this. It's grade meetings, it's teachers on special assignment who move through the district carrying best practices with them. It's principal meetings when principals share information and innovation amongst themselves. It are several levels at which the best practices across the district get moved throughout the district. But without the innovation that's in our school sites, I mean, this is one of the reasons why great teachers move to Palo Alto, because they get an opportunity to create some of these opportunities, and I embrace that. But there always is a balance.
So I appreciate this question, because I've made this this area a real focus of my campaign for the school board, and so I'm happy that we're talking about it. And I think what we have to do is a couple things. We have to remember that we have a fundamental commitment and a requirement that we deliver equally excellent educational services to all students in the district, and that if we're not doing that, then we need to fix that. That's one of the reasons I've have advocated so strongly, on the basis of very compelling and convincing data, on the need to improve counseling at Gunn, so that we bring to our students at Gunn the benefits of the kind of the benefits that the teacher advisory system at Pally is bringing to those students. But I think we also need to get out of this sort of zero-sum idea that we have to choose between having best practices across our district and innovation at the local level. And that we need to either wait for buy-in to emerge organically from school sites, or alternatively impose top-down control. I think that leadership in the district really consists of explaining to staff, parents, and the community the benefits of best practices, the areas where we can agree on common goals, and the logic of delivering equally excellent services to all students in our district. And I think if we find ourselves believing that we have to make a zero-sum choice, that we have to create winners and losers, then we haven't yet done that work in the specific area that we're talking about.
I believe it's a careful balance. It's the board's role at the district office to set policies and to set goals, and then provide very clear metrics, very clear accountability systems for those metrics, and then the innovation can happen at the site level, and we can see where it's working and where it's not. What we need to be better at is we need to be better at finding the best practices that come out from the innovation and rolling them across the district. And one way to find them is to make sure that the metrics that we're using are really clear and the accountability is really clear. Some fabulous things have happened because we've piloted them at certain schools because there's been a charismatic leader who has raised the flag and marched along. And so then our challenge is, how do we then roll that across the district? And how do we make sure, we've been very careful and democratic about not raising the profile of teachers. Like, we don't do Teacher of the Year here in Palo Alto. And I think we should. Because people that are doing amazing things need to be celebrated. And if they're celebrated, I believe we're going to have more people attracted to the people that are celebrated. And those things will roll across. As I said before, efficiency and effectiveness are two different things, and you have to sort of balance them out. And we need to make sure we're getting both done.